It is told that in the MyDeFi Pet universe, a gigantic treasure was hidden for centuries in secret forest. People believe that it still has existed up to now, and we will become affluent if we find out that treasure. Are you ready for the mystery adventure? Let's begin the treasure hunt and get huge benefits. In-game staking is the new play-to-earn feature of MyDeFi Pet. At gaya ng sinabi nila, it's a profitable investment form similar to depositing in a bank, where you put your capital, in our case, yung mga pets natin, and then it will earn interest in the form of DPET tokens. Hello Pet Masters, GJ De Leon here. I tame pets and I create content about MyDeFi Pet. In this video, we will understand the basics, the mechanics, the details of the in-game staking that we know so far. Alright, let's go! Una sa lahat, kilalanin muna natin itong facility na ito. Itong tinatawag natin na Hunting House. Ito siya, no? Yung parang may portal patungong Encantadia. So, kumbaga sa bank deposit, it is basically the bank. Hunting House is the staking house where you put your pets so that they can become treasure hunters. So, dyan muna sila ilalagay. LDR muna o long distance relationship muna kayo with your pets habang naghahunting sila. Well, sa paghihintay naman natin ay may dala-dala silang mga pasalubong pagbalik. Staking will start on September 10, 2021 and the staking period is 1 month. So, bale may ilang araw pa kayong natitira para magpaalam sa mga pets na balak nyong isabak sa staking. Your pets will participate in this mystery journey, aka hunting journey for a month. Pero wag kayo mag-alala, no worries, dahil babalik din sila. Hindi naman mamamatay ang mga pets nyo dito sa hunting journey na ito. Ngayon, since we call this feature staking, alam nyo ba talaga kung ano ang at stake? Ano yung mga risk at mga disadvantages if you participate in this feature? So, mahalaga na pag-usapan natin yung mga yan. Meron tayong 3 restrictions, okay, sa pets na nag-hunting o nasa staking. Una, when your pets are inside the hunting house, your pets is hunting. So, it cannot produce resources. It cannot produce silver. Wala munang silver na papasok. Pag walang silver, walang pambili ng food. Pahinga muna o hihina muna sa pagtatanim. Okay? So, pinaalala ko lang, no, na 1 month ang staking period na ito. Kaya wag hayaan na mapuno yung silver nyo sa cages. I-harvest nyo na yan, hassle para bago isend sa staking yung pets, sana naka-max silver capacity na kayo. Na ngayon ay nasa 500,000 silver para yun nasa inventory nyo. Pangalawa, hindi din pwedeng gamitin sa breeding ang pets na naka-stake. So, busy sila sa trabaho, no? Sa paghahanap ng DPET. Kaya naman, pagbalik na yung mga loving na yan. At panghuli, hindi sila makakasali sa Boss Fight Remake dahil nakatakda ito sa 3rd week of September. Kumbaga, overlap yung date sa staking period. So, ito naman ang dapat yung pag-isipan at yung usual na nagiging question, di ba? Which will I choose? Staking o Boss Fight? Kung madami kayong pets, pwede nyong hatiin, di ba? Yung iba for staking, tapos yung iba for Boss Fight. Ngayon, kung limited naman ang bilang ng pets mo, you just have to decide based on your preference at risk profile. Kung gusto mo na sigurado pero mas mababang kita para sa mga conservative profile ito, dun ka sa staking. Kung sa posible namang mas malaki ang kita ang gusto mo, pero okay lang sa'yo na merong risk na hindi ka sigurado kung makukuha mo yun, ito naman para sa mga mahilig sa sapalaran, no? So, piliin mo ang Boss Fight. So, ganun lang siya kasimple. At sana malinaw yun. What you've seen so far is the basic guide on staking. Now, let's go to the advanced mechanics. Take note lang na ang mga sumusunod na detalye ay maaaring magbago. So magintay na lang tayo ng official announcement sa MyDeFi Pet in the coming days para sa final mechanics sa staking. So bakit ko nasabi na pwede siyang mabago? Bali meron kasing post si Boss Bugsy, no, ang ating community manager noong August 23. So kung makikita niyo dito, ayan, edited, staking a profitable investment form similar to depositing in the bank. Okay, so yung edited na to, no, parang one line lang. Pero kung titingnan natin yung view edit history, dito natin makikita yung talagang kauna-unahan niyang announcement, no, which he decided to remove. And eto, meron naman siyang good reason for that. Let's read, no? These are the rules for all pet masters to review. After the testing session, we might adjust if necessary to stabilize the performance. So, kumbaga, etong mga to, these are temporary rules. Well, they have big possibility na talagang maging rule, no? But they are subject to change, no? Depending on the results of their testing session. Alright? Kaya, yun naman, no? Kaya niya dinelete. Kasi people might take this as the official mechanics when in fact, this is a work in progress. Okay? Now, you know that. Let us still discuss this so that if these are part of the mechanics, you now understand this mechanics and you know the good strategy at ano ba yung mga tips na pwede nating implement doon sa ating staking. Alright? So, isa-isahin natin, no? Una, basahin natin. Each day, the pet master can send up to 10 pets to the staking house and they can go together in one transaction. Pets chosen to be staked are not accessible, meaning they cannot be traded, bred, or sent in the battle. So una, pwede daw 10 pets per transaction. They have this post, okay, about hunting. So makikita nyo dyan. Select the pets you wanna send to the hunt, 1/10. So ito yung 10 pets per batch. So you have the freedom to choose which pets you want to hunt. Tapos hanggang 10 sila, pwede mo silang isend doon sa hunting. Ang ibig sabihin lang nito guys, no, if you have more than 10 pets, sabihin natin you have 15 pets. Okay, hatiin mo na siya, okay? Isang transaction 10, isang transaction 5. So bali 2 transactions lang 'yon. Yun naman ay ginawa nila para makaless ng gas fees. Kasi remember yung previous issue about the boss fight is the excessive gas fees, 'di ba? Kada galaw ang daming gas fees. So in this case, for example, you have 15 pets, hindi 15 transactions yung gagawin mo. So you will just do 2 transactions so that you can save on gas fees because for every transaction there is a gas fee associated. Tapos pet chosen to be staked are not accessible, meaning they cannot be traded, bred, or sent in the battle. Ito yung diniscuss natin kanina, 'di ba, yung mga restrictions on our pets. Obviously, wala pa tong cannot be traded because the marketplace is not yet open, and itong cannot be sent in the battle because the player versus player feature is also not yet up. Next is the amount of treasure your pets can find will depend on how long they stay in the staking house. Well, ito naman yung gist talaga ng staking, no? The longer you are staking, the more rewards you can earn. So in our case, the more time the pet spends on the staking house, the more DPET tokens it can earn. Meron tayong duration for the staking. Okay, that's 1 month. Pwede ka naman pumasok at any point in time within that duration. Pero if you are decided to do staking, maganda pumasok na kaagad dun sa first day mismo. Kasi kung mag-staking ka na rin lang, edi ilagay mo na ng mas maaga. Okay? Kasi it will also benefit you. Okay, Pet Master can select more than 10 pets to withdraw in one transaction. So sa staking, magkakaroon din ng withdrawal of pets. If you can remember sa boss fight nung nakaraan, we have to withdraw our pets. Alright, so that they can be accessible again. In this case, yung pag-stake kanina, pwede siyang 10 pets per batch. So sa withdrawal, ganun din. Again, to save on gas fees. Next, each pet can only be staked up to 2 times, guys, no? Hanggang 2 beses lang sa buong buhay niya. And their history will be recorded even if the pet is traded to the new master. Ito guys, yung example nung pet natin, halimbawa to si Spike, naka-indicate dyan yung hunting, no? 0/2. So maximum lang siya ay 2 for its whole lifetime. So recorded po kapag nag-hunt na siya, mare-record na siya. This is interesting, no? Ano yung implication itong mechanics na to? Pets can only be staked up to 2 times. Ito kasi guys, no? Isipin nyo, hindi pa kasi natin alam kung yung normal pets or yung hindi pa evolved na pets at saka yung evolved na pets, mas madami ba yung makukuha ng evolved pets na D-Pet tokens kaysa doon sa unevolved? In my opinion, mas madami dapat yung makukuha ng evolved pets. Kasi basically, ang puhunan natin sa kanya, di ba, is 6 D-Pet tokens already because we bought the pet for 3 D-Pet tokens and then we evolved it for another 3 D-Pet tokens. So, kumbaga, yung value ng pet na evolved is 6 D-Pet tokens. So, if you will stake it, mas madami yung makukuha niya or ma-earn niya na rewards. Alright? So, if that is a case, assuming na ganun siya nag-work, ang strategy dito guys is mas magandang isend sa staking yung mga evolved na pets. Okay? Kasi nga, yun, una, mas madami silang ma-earn, 2 times lang yun sa buong lifetime nila eh. Sana yung 2 beses na yun, yun ang worth it. Another thing is that kung namimili tayo ng pets, kung sinong ipapadala sa staking, sino sa boss fight, yung mga evolved, sa staking na natin ipadala. As we know naman kasi sa boss fight din nung nakaraan, assuming we have the same mechanics, hindi nagmamatter yung evolution nung pet doon sa boss fight. Alright, so I hope you got that tip, no? Send yung mga evolved sa staking. Tapos meron din silang nirelease na photo about the APR and the earned D-Pet token. Some are computing already about this kung magkano ba yung D-Pet na makukuha per pet. But for me, don't stress yourself yet for the APR or the annual percentage rate. Okay, annual po yan ha. Hindi yan yung sa isang buwan, 69%. That's annual. Well, for me, this is just a sample. So, we will have to see. At tandaan nyo na nagbabago yung APR natin from time to time. Hindi po siya fixed. Makita nyo dito sa example, Tigra, Rudolph, Wingpopper, Spike, Venom, binaliktad lang siya. Diba? Mirror image lang to. Venom, Spike, Wingpopper, Rudolph, Tigra. No? So for me, this is just an example or a teaser, no, for the staking. And then lastly, cancel staking. When the process is not finished yet, you can cancel to get your pet back but will not be rewarded with D-Pet. Cancel does not count the number of times the pet has staked. Alright. So within that 1 month staking period, pag napasok mo na yung pet mo doon sa hunting house natin, pwede mo naman siyang alisin, no? Pwede mo siyang alisin anytime. Yun nga lang, kung nag-earn na siya by that time, tapos hindi pa tapos yung period at inalis mo na siya, hindi mo matatanggap yung na-earn niya na D-Pet tokens. So you have to wait until the staking period is over. Okay? Kaya guys, make sure na planado nyo talaga na if meron kayong pet for staking, alam nyo na dun nyo siya ilalagay within that 1 month period. Okay? Walang atrasan, no? Kasi masasayang naman yung mga pinagagawa nyo. Alright? Kasi baka mamaya, pasok kayo sa staking, tapos nagbagong isip, boss fight na lang pala, withdraw din, edi parang wala kayong napala, no? Nag-aksaya lang kayo ng panahon at nag-aksaya din ng gas fees. Okay? So the feature is still in development and will be released in September 2021. So ito na nga yun. There you have it. All the details that we know so far about the in-game staking. This video is filming September 5, so we still have 5 days left before the hunting journey begins. At kung nakarating ka sa parte ng video na ito, thank you for watching and do not forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell for future videos and updates about My DeFi Pet. Always remember to strive to be better than yesterday and may the hunter pets be with you.